We're adding a little bit of variety into the channel today, RC drivers. I've got 2 new releases from FMS, and it's gonna be pretty interesting. Not the norm that you see here on the channel. Today, we are going to check out their new 800mm Beaver. All right, let's get this thing out of the box. I like to fly a little bit here and there, like to do boats on the channel. It's primarily an RC car channel, but yeah, I like to change things up, and this 800mm Beaver I thought looked like a fun plane to go over. So this is the ready to fly version. They actually have 2 different styles. This is the patrol style plane, and this is the civilian style plane. This is designed after a classic plane by de Havilland, Canada, and it was built to transport civilians and goods into areas that had short takeoff and landings and such. I'll let you guys look up all the details. Today, we're just focusing on the radio control plane here, but this thing looks pretty cool. All right, let's get it out of the box. Again, available in red and yellow. They also have a ready to fly version or a plug in and play version. And I think I can just open this side of the box. Let's see, here we go. And I haven't flown in a long time, so this thing might have an interesting future ahead of it. I'm gonna grab my X-Acto knife here because everything's taped down nicely. What FMS is known for is creating some scale stuff, and that's, I think, one of the reasons why they came out with this plane. Pretty interesting background on the plane, and of course, you know, they do it up right. So let's check this out. So made of the EPP foam. Looks like everything's painted on here, even this Beaver logo. But check that out, nicely formed wing, and it's got ailerons built in. There's your aileron servos. Even the struts are in, they just snap into place into the fuselage, and then here is your Y harness that's gonna go down to your channel 1. All right, let me get the rest of this plane out. Here's actually the manual, so they give you a manual for the radio system and then a manual for the plane itself. Decals to go onto the fuselage, and this is their GPS transmitter. However, there's a little bit of an issue that they told me about with this. They suggested that I fly it without the GPS. So with the GPS, it's kind of cool. It's got like return to home feature and some other stability features and such. However, here in the US, they said there's some instability. And if you want to use these features, you need to leave the plane out 15 to 20 minutes with it on for it to gather up all the satellites and stuff in order for it to work properly. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that. I think I just wanna get out there, fly with it, old school style, basically, before all those cool GPS features and such. But anyway, they'll go through how to get everything set up in the manuals, and I'm gonna just use the GPS button to go shut that off. I think you have to hold it down for 3 seconds. But let's check out the fuselage now. There it is, guys. That looks nicely detailed. They've got all the lines on it. Everything's painted on here. Much better than decals slapped on. So this one obviously has elevator control, rudder control, microelectronics. It's got a 3850 kV brushless motor up front. Then it's got a snap cover on the bottom for the battery pack to the JST plug. That snaps in nice and tight, so hopefully that doesn't fall off. Plastic tires, that's interesting. You got wire guides on there to support it. Good looking plane. Now let me pop the transmitter out so you can see that. It's the FMS transmitter that we've seen before. And then again, the GPS function, if you wanna go through that. They also give you a charger in here. Let's get this out. Everything's packed away really nicely. They always do a good job with their packaging. It's a balanced style charger, does 2 to 3S battery packs. There's the cord for the charger, and then the battery pack itself. Just a simple 2S pack. Now, I'm gonna get this plane together. So it literally just took me a couple of minutes to finish up the assembly on the Beaver. Just had to plug in the aileron Y extension at the channel 1 port on the speed controller receiver combo. Then you go snap in the struts, place the wing into the fuselage, and then it's got this little retaining pin. You just slide it in, turn it, and you're good. They also give you these little antennas just to add some scale detail. I did notice that it's got some better scale detail up in the cowl. Shows you a little bit of engine detail in there. Really cool looking plane. But it doesn't end there. They also have another release that you could add on to this, which is an analog FPV system. And I was wondering what this little extra, the snap-in plate was for here on the top, and it's for this particular system. So check this out. It's just a standalone setup that you could add on to anything really, from what I gather. So they give you an antenna in here. They give you the micro camera. Check this out. This thing is so small. That thing is super tiny. But it does go into this housing here, and this is what allows you to adapt it to that fitting that I showed you before. So this camera goes right into this housing here. It's got this little tab on the bottom and it just snaps into place. And so what you do is you set up this monitor that they give you. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's a charger for the battery pack, some Velcro, I guess if you want to throw it on a different plane, zip ties and such. But basically that camera will transmit to this monitor, which has a cover on it. Oh, that's cool. It's even got a sunshade on there. So it'll just transmit it to there, and you can fly FPV through that if you want to, or just check out the sights while you're flying. All right, I'm gonna go get the battery charge up. We're gonna head outside. Well guys, as you can see, it snowed, and that's gonna be awesome for flying this white plane. Hopefully you guys could see it on the camera, but I've gone ahead here, shut the GPS off. Looks like we still got stability control. If I did that properly, I could hear the servos twitching, but we're gonna hand launch it, spool it up, and here we go. Look at that. That's pretty awesome. Nice smooth flight. Or I should say takeoff. Oh, that's a smooth flying plane. I backed it down. We're just gonna do some figure eights. That's what I'm best at. Look at that, guys. So it does have dual rates, high and low. And I think I'm on low right now. I forgot to check that. The radio's been beeping. I didn't see what that's all about, but look at this, guys. Nice and smooth, good looking plane. I mean, I barely have any throttle input into it right now. It's just nice and stable. Look at that. It turns pretty well too. Okay, this is pretty easy. This is cool. Ooh. Just doing little circles here and there. I don't know why every time I go out to shoot an RC video, there's always some tree company cutting up trees in the background. Hopefully it's not ruining the audio. This is some cool stuff, guys. Nice, simple, easy flight. Good looking plane. I don't know if I could fly this in my backyard. I think I need a little bit more space, but obviously a soccer field like this one, or maybe a baseball field would be perfect for this. Nice small park flyer. Throttle it up. Can we do a loop? Nope. Little wind picking up, still stable. Cut the throttle. Completely off now. We're just gliding. Just gliding for a landing. Oh, little nosedive. All right, guys, threw the FPV camera on it now and got the monitor mounted up to the radio system, but I forgot to tighten down the bracket. It's just kind of wobbling on there. And I'm gonna throw this up in the air and see if I can get you some flight shots. Whoa. So it's a lot heavier with the camera on it. It's still on there. All right, that's good. A little bit of water on the camera. Let's try this again. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely need to hit the elevator really quick. Oh, it's squirrely with that thing on it. Oh, I didn't even get to show you guys anything. Look, there it is on the ground. That's a little much for me to handle, that extra weight on there. So that's something to consider if you're thinking of picking this thing up. The other thing is, guys, I don't see any SD slot card on this, so you can't record your flights. I think that's something you would want. Oh, and the battery popped out on that crash. Look at that. Thing is, where's my battery door? Oh no. There it is. All right, sweet. Got it. I'll be able to fly this thing again. Well, guys, there was the first flight with it. My hands are freezing at this point, but I think you get the picture. The plane itself, very cool plane. You know, I think it's going to be good for a beginner flight. Obviously, it being a high wing plane, you get the dual rate adjustability. You could do high and low. The thing is the GPS not working properly or possibly being intermittent. So that's something to consider, seeing that it's a feature of it. But I don't have the price on it. I'll have it in the video description below. And as far as the FPV, I don't know if I'd grab it for this particular plane, but it's a pretty cool option, I guess, if you had to have something, or if you have somebody else watching it, you can fly it around. All right, guys, let me know what you think of the plane in the comment section below. We'll see you back soon for some more RC Driver videos.